Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So a few things I want to go over before we get started. Made quite a few purchases and some changes. Not many changes actually, but one being the house has been changed. So we've got a nice house here. This is a house by Omatana. Lovely little house. You can actually go in. Some rooms you can get into, some rooms you can't. Only thing is I can't seem to shut the garage doors again, but I can open and close that door, which leads up into the house. So yeah, I'm not sure why I can't shut these doors. So never mind. Carry on. Also purchased another greenhouse, so we have got more lettuce growing in there. I've actually got these greenhouses set to selling because it is just an absolute mountain of work to move all the crates and that. So these are on selling. The bakery is on storing, so I'm not too worried about that. You don't get very much too quickly from that anyway, but I think we've got 5 crates of bread to sell. Cows are doing well. Okay girls. The cows are doing well. We've got 8,000 litres of milk and 16,000 litres of slurry. What else have we done? I purchased this field here. Now I'm wanting to cut these trees down. Now, there is a legitimate reason why I'm wanting to cut these trees down, because I'm actually going to use this field and I'm going to put the productions on here. So this is going to take a lot of money to do, but I'm going to try my best to level it to the best of my ability. And it's going to look very strange, but bear with me, it will work. I will probably do it off camera, because if I do mess up, then I'm going to have to restart the save. So I'll save it first and then try and level this out, obviously when I've got enough money, and we'll try our best to level this out as best as we can. May not be level with the farmyard. I may try and get it level with the road here, and that road up there, maybe just fence it off or something, and hopefully we can make it work. So I'm hoping to put all the productions down here, get the dairy in here, the tailor shop, spinnery, the toy shop, and I think we may move something else in there as well. Down at the shop, I've actually bought myself a new toy for the shop. When I find the shop, there it is. We'll go to the shop. It's this little fella right here. Now, I love this in Fs25. It is really easy to control. So I've just put the original one behind the shop, but so much easier to control, and it carries a lot of weight as well. The one difference I find with this one is, I may be wrong, but I don't recall there being a weight available for these in 22, but they have a weight now nonetheless. So back up here, so we are here. I bought a new cultivator, and I obviously still got the mulcher here, and I've added a secondary grain mill. I decided I'll just go for the secondary grain mill just now, because our oat field is ready, and I've joined them both together to make one big field. So that is ready, and also our canola field is ready. So that is something we're going to have to get done. So yeah, I thought, I'll just add another one of these. If it becomes too much, then from harvesting this one field and it fills up, which I doubt it will, we can go on and maybe purchase another one. I do like the old windmills. That's the one thing I do like. So eventually we could probably put a proper big grain mill down at the bottom at the farm on that piece of land that we have. So for now, I'm going to get this harvested, and I'm using the tool height for headers, so we're going to be harvesting at about, well, 17 miles an hour, almost. I'll just turn the help window off because I don't need it. So yeah, this is our oat field now, so hopefully this is going to start giving us enough to bring in the flour and get enough of the bread going as well. So we'll get this done and get those mills filled. Welcome back, everybody. So we're just finishing up the last bit here of the strip of the field. There's a couple of bits I missed, so we'll go back and pick them up, and then we'll unload into the trailer and we will get it into the mill. And then I think we'll set a worker off on the canola field, and then we'll go down and we'll get some of the bread sold. We'll get down, sell the bread, and see what we get for that. But as you can see, the money's going up ever so slightly. Probably not benefiting hugely by selling it directly from the greenhouse, but I could get myself an autoload trailer and use the autoload trailer, but it's just, I think it will be pretty time consuming to do that. So I think we'll just stick with selling it at the moment, and maybe come up with something else. Maybe something else, some other model come out that'll allow me to load faster, maybe on an autoload. But until then, we'll stick with what we're doing. Right, let's get this unloaded into the trailer and we'll get the canola field harvested. I think we will, we will go along the road of getting the oil mill. There's 100% there. Okay, so that's full, so we'll just dump this from here into the grain mill. Yeah, we could just go ahead and get an actual oil mill for canola, and then we can sell that. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, probably would be better getting a mill down at the bottom, the oil mill, rather than doing it up here. We could probably save up here for doing the flour in the meantime. We could probably get a bigger production further down when we get the money. Okay, right, no worries. Right, we'll sort that when we get to it. Right. Oh no, it's barley. It wasn't canola. Oh, my mistake. I thought it was canola. Shows how much I was paying attention. Right, okay, so this is going to go into fill up a whole mill, and then we'll have to put the remainder in the... Well, it's going to fill up the whole one of this. Right, okay, so 25,000 litres in that trailer. That's perfect. That's exactly how much this mill takes. So we will go into the menu and we will turn these on. Oat flour, activate that one. And there's not much in that one, but we'll activate it anyway. Excellent. Right, okay, so we'll take this trailer over. Now, the field that I bought next to the farm was a wheat field. And that's what I have done. Oh, that's because the canola field was next to it. That's why I got confused. It was a wheat field, so what I did was just harvested all the wheat and gave it to the chickens, which I need to check the chickens, actually. They're doing okay. I've got, I think, 3,000 litres in the silo left over from the field. Right, bread. Let's go and do the bread. Right, let's get down to here. Right, jump in the truck, and then we'll go and get the bread, and we'll go and sell that off. I will get rid of these two trees here. I'll probably rent out the tree devourer and we can get rid of the trees that way. It's it's not an easy map to find areas that are suitable for putting all the productions on, so I kind of figured it'd be easier just to sort this field out here and do it that way. So, but as I say, I'll end up doing that off camera, because as I say, if I mess up, then I can reload the save and try again, and hopefully get it right at some point. But fingers crossed I get it done first time. Lock them in, put the last one on, and then we'll go and get it sold. Now, I was thinking as well that we'll be using the milk for the dairy. We'll be making cheese with that. So I was thinking for the remainder of the milk, we could, instead of selling it at the sell point I've got on the farm, we could sell it over at the dairy. There is a dairy just down the road there. I haven't decided yet what we could do, but we definitely need to get some sort of production for the cheese, for the milk. Because the people of Polanki will want something to put on their sandwiches. Right, so 14,000 on the bread. Right, I could actually just park this up. I'm not going to need it now. Right, so we're also going to need a tanker for the slurry, and we're going to need a tanker for the milk. I don't really want to use the same tanker for milk and slurry, because that's just not that's not hygienic at all. Let's have a look at the second-hand shop. Absolutely nothing. I have had nothing decent come up in this second-hand shop, and it is really a bit of a letdown, to be honest. So what we're going to do is have a look at the barrels here. So we've got this one here, which is only 10,000. It'll hold everything: milk, slurry, and what have you. So, do I want normal capacity or medium capacity? Might take a while to get to 50,000. So, I mean, it's not going to be long trips anyway. So what we can do is we can change the color of this one and make it not bright white, but sort of an off-white type color. I don't even know why I'm lowering that one. So it's not bright white, but it's kind of off-white. Put some black wheels on that. And the slurry, I think we'll probably go for a medium size on the slurry. Do you know what? No, we'll go for a medium size on them both. Why not? For an extra 1,000. So we'll get that one. And then we're going to change the color of this. Color are we going to make it? What color will we make it? I keep forgetting we could change the material as well. I'm just leaving it glossy. I can change that later on. That brown one. Right, so we've got one for the slurry and one for the milk now. So that's perfect. I could bring them back up to the farm later. Yeah, I'll be in two minds just now about this whole thing with the greenhouses. I at the moment, I think we'll just keep it as selling as is. We can go and grab the eggs, actually. We'll sell the eggs off as well. We may as well. That's not what I want to jump into. That's not what I want to grab hold of. Okay, this is going to be awkward. There. I did not actually realize that I could actually walk around with that one. Oh, I actually didn't know I could walk around with that one. Shows how much I was paying attention. Right, how much eggs have we got? Oh, we've got quite a few here. Right, let's load these up. Now, I did notice that, I'm sure a few of you guys have noticed as well, that loading up these crates, sometimes the sort of third layer will start to wobble and shake. But I did find, and it may be wrong, it may just be me, but if you leave a slight gap between them, it kind of helps. They don't start wobbling about all over the place, but that could just be me. I may just be seeing things, but sometimes if you leave a slight gap, they don't seem to wobble and move. It seemed to be when I was trying to get it closer to this one here, it seemed to move. So, as I say, I may be wrong, but seems to work for me anyway. Right. It's my amazing stacking skills, because why would I need a forklift? Take that one off of there. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm going to make of this series, but I'm hoping we're going to get a good few more anyway, at least. We've still got a lot of work to do, so I've just been so excited about doing this series, and I've been having so much fun doing it, and I hope you guys have had as much fun watching it. Right, let's see what we get for these eggs. 22,000. Okay, we're back up to 82,000. Right, that will do me absolutely perfectly. Right, let's see how our... Oh yeah, our harvester's full. Let's get that emptied. So what are we going to do with the barley? I could probably actually store this for the chickens. Do they eat barley? They used to eat barley in 22, I'm sure they did. It's grains anyway, so... I could probably store this in the silo, because I would use it for bread, but I get more from the oat flour. I get the same amount of flour to the amount of oats I put in, so I think I'll stick to doing that, and I'll probably just stick this in the silo. Don't even know what the yield is. 97%. Definitely not going to complain about that. Right, okay, I think I'm going to leave it here for today, guys. I'll get this all finished off camera and leave it here for today. So if you've enjoyed the episode, please leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Also, turn on that notification bell so you're informed of all my uploads. So with that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next one. But until then, bye for now.